Oh, yeah, we never really set a precedent on what is allowed to be. Maybe one entree, one dessert.
I am not eating dessert at lunch.
Yeah, no, he gets one entree.
Just
one entree.
I can't get a sandwich and a
Wait,
salad.
wait. How do you know that Ben's going to win it? It hasn't been done yet.
I feel
pretty good.
I did count out the remaining items, so I know whether it's going to be over or under.
I feel pretty confident.
I'll say this: it was a good line, though. It was a good line.
Yeah, so that means that he's probably going to get like 82 or something like that. So we'll take you somewhere. And it's Black History Month, so let's support one of these black-owned businesses here. How about that?
Sounds good. I will do what you please, Kyle, as long as I can get a little bit of your scratch. I'm telling you what, like, I am someone who likes to gamble, likes, to feel some juice flow when it comes to like a Super Bowl, type bet that might be placed. But getting Kyle Wallace's money will feel like $1,000.
No, it feels like 2023. You stole all my money day after day, week after week in 2023.
Well, it's a new year, and I'm finding new ways to get Kyle Wallace's money.
I hope you run out of stuff right at day 76.
800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-ESPN. As always, we are streaming on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, if you were under a rock, or maybe weren't listening, or were gone all of last week, I was gone all of last week as well. Welcomed the wonderful new addition to the family, baby Brust. We will be calling her. I will say her. She is a her, which can get confusing. Baby Brust is here, and it has been a hell of a ride. Let me tell you.
I got to know.
Say
congratulations.
Congratulations to a beautiful baby girl. And all
super exciting.
I'm sure, Brad, he was, exhausted. Look at him. He just is so tired.
Well, I'll let you say. We'll start with this. There's a lot of claims.
No, real quick. Let's start with this. The fact that no less than 30 minutes ago, Kyle Wallace has gotten my baby girl's name wrong 100 times.
It's almost comical. I feel like he's trying to do it, but I feel like
just be honest. Are you doing it on purpose?
I have to think before I say it. I do. I have to make sure I say it right so I don't disrespect you. It's not on purpose, but it's hilarious to me. Because I genuinely, when I saw the name, I was like, oh, okay. And I had to be corrected. And so now it's kind of tough not to, and I really had to bring it up to you. And I'm going to make that mistake, and it's not on purpose. It's just because of the fact that
No. To see Daddy's reaction, too.
No. You're going to get it right, and you're not going to mess up my child's name. I think that's a fair ask.
Okay. I'll work as hard as I can, Ben. I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to try to make sure I get that baby girl name right.
There's a lot of allegations all week. Maybe we said one or two things. I don't really remember. But all week thinking that, you know what? Ben isn't doing any work. His feet are up. Mama's doing all the work. How would you like to respond to those allegations? That you were not doing anything and it was more of a vacation over that week off.
I mean, everyone's a clown. Like, everyone is an absolute clown. I went from being a Hall of Fame couch sitter. There is nothing that I've done better in my life than finding the spot on the couch and sticking my butt in it so it puts a dent in it. You can ask my college roommates. I always had the spot. The spot with always a spot for a drink, for some snacks. Like, I've always created that spot. I don't have a spot anymore. There's no room in my life to be a Hall of Fame couch sitter. I am a Hall of Fame dishwasher. I am a Hall of Fame bottle washer, pump washer, cook.
Getting his car washed on a Sunday?
Yeah, I did do that.
He had time.
You gotta make sure it's fresh.
You know why?
He had time to
No.
Listen, this is how I
what's
knew.
wrong with that?
This is how I knew he was a fraud. He was a fraud. You know how I knew he was a fraud? Yeah, he's doing some stuff for his baby. But the fact that this man had a whole 15 to 20 minutes at the car wash yesterday when he called in the Sunday Karma, I hear no baby crying whatsoever. He's a fraud. I'm telling you this right now. how he got 25 minutes to take a call and get his car washed for 25 minutes yesterday?
Well, as there always is, there's usually an explanation for everything.
I would love to hear why your car need to get washed right now.
Because I'm getting my windshield replaced, and I washed my car, and I'm getting an SUV so I can have more space for my baby girl. So I didn't want to trade in my leased car that Mercedes-Benz owns. Shout out Zimbrick Mercedes off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. I wanted to make sure as they come and get my car and drop off my new car.
They're bringing it to you?
They are great people, and that's why they're one of the
nice.
greatest partners in the entire world. So I'm trying to treat their vehicle correctly. And I also stopped to get vitamin D drops for the baby.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe
Totally
stopped
the
and
new
got
man,
ma-
Kyle.
maybe
The
got
new
may-
man.
maybe stopped and got some nicotine at the gas station. But I did do that as well.
Yeah, I questioned all of this because I texted him yesterday. Hey, can you join? Yeah, I'm at the car wash though. I'm like, at the car wash, like this is, your
That's
child's
probably
been-
not
your-
what you
your
expected
child's
to
been
hear.
here 10 days. And you at the car wash for 25 minutes?
Well, again,
Did you
one-
vacuum the inside?
I vacuumed the inside.
If you're gonna do
I
that,
sat
you
on
might
the
as well
phone
use the
till I
free
was
vacuum.
done on Sunday Karma with Craig and Kyle from 10 to noon on Sundays. We're figuring out Craig Karmazin's punishment that he was trying to make a vacation where he has to sit at George Webb, a great partner, for 24 hours, and for every pancake that he eats, an hour will go off of it as part of Cover
Brad
5.
doesn't remember because he did so well in the Cover
Brad
5
was like
pick.
number
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
I
and
should-
He was
out of everybody.
unbelievable.
So he had no idea what the bottom was.
Yeah,
What
no,
did Top get?
we were living in the high 200s.
Yeah, powerful.
That is, I mean, it's too bad that I didn't take that to our good friends at Pato or something because I was on a hot streak. I don't know what I was thinking. But Ben, what was your longest stretch of uninterrupted sleep? I got to know that too.
My
because I love my sleep. I'm not gonna lie. And God willing, when I ever have a kid, I got to know what am I in for uninterrupted sleep.
Well, initially, the hospital is like you're taller than me. You're gonna have to get cozy in a small, tight little hospital couch bed thing.
yeah.
Your back's gonna hurt, but it's not about you anymore. You're gonna be happy as can be to sleep on that thing. Let me tell you. Once you get home, it's just literally sleep, eat, poop, pee. You just it's a.
Did you change diapers?
Yes, I've changed diapers.
How many
How
would you
many? Yeah.
estimate?
I mean, they go through them like crazy.
30?
She's so we have established roles. Like when the baby wakes up, she typically, unless she's dead asleep and I'm on watch duty, I prepare and warm the bottle and get everything ready that way. If she's not going to be doing the whole breastfeeding thing now, we're getting really deep into mom and dad stuff here. But then I prepare the bottle. I make sure everything's good to go from the pump standpoint. Clean the parts, make sure it's ready. Got to pump every 3 hours. I have a system. I feel like Brad. I feel like I'm a robot. Like I trained to go over to the sink, clean the parts out, put them in the sterilizer in the dryer. I am amazing at it. I loved
wait a
it
minute.
for
So
4 days.
you're
And now I'm
amazing
so
at it.
sick of doing the damn dishes.
No.
Hey, Brad.
Embrace that routine. Embrace it.
It's not about the routine. It's the frequency of the routine. I don't mind the routine. It's the frequency of the routine. Yeah, I mean, look, I changed the diapers, but there has been times where baby Brust likes to go number 2 right when you take the diaper off, and that's kind of been, normal dad and mom stuff.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably a little out of it because I'm still shook from one of the nights, right? So you have that aha moment of
aha moment of this really here. This is really life.
This is life. You can't
The aha
escape
moment
it.
wasn't when the baby came out.
No, I think I was in shock. If I'm being completely honest, that is a miraculous experience that I still think I'm processing. The aha moment was when it's called the witching hour, and not the good type on the Red Zone when they show all the highlights in the NFL. Towards the late 2:30 to 3 o'clock window, where you just got all these games and all the action. They just get all the touchdowns, 2-minute drives, everything. The witching hour is when the baby wants to express themselves. And this was when my girlfriend was at her peak tired. So she's knocked out. I'm on it's my time to shine. Dad's got this. Dad feels comfortable. So I try everything. And when I say I try everything, I tried everything. And maybe what I shouldn't have tried is singing. I sang and played the whole album of The Greatest Showman. I love that musical, right? And when I got my dog, when he would cry when I first got him, I'd play the song Million Dreams. And I put that on. I started singing to the baby. Didn't work.
So wait a minute.
Fed the baby. Didn't work. Burped the baby. Didn't work.
What you did for your dog, you tried for your daughter. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it was one of you try it. It's desperation, man. She's screaming. She's going nuts. You can't call her. She's a fighter. She's going to be a boxer. And so when you got her in the swaddle, her arms are she got her arms crossed. She's ripping out the swaddle, going nuts. It didn't matter how tight the swaddle was. She was fighting out of that, screaming, crying, doing everything. So I fed, I burped, I walked around, I sang to her. So she's just screaming at the top of her lungs, and that was like I was literally shook. Like I still am. I wear that moment that like when my girlfriend is sleeping, I'm like, what am I gonna do when baby goes absolutely nuts?
So how did it end? Did she just wear herself out and just all of a sudden, time to go to sleep?
I blacked out. Like I blacked out.
I hope you didn't fall asleep and your baby was like, wait, hey,
You can't go to sleep
hey,
yet.
what y'all doing?
Let's go to Leroy in Milwaukee. Leroy, 800-990-3776.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Always
Thank
fantastic
you guys
hear
for
from
letting me
you.
on. All the time. Brust, we go way back. We go way back, man. Hey, and I congratulate you on your daughter, man, but you'll get used to it, man. Just keep it up. Don't give up, man.
No.
Come on, man.
No, she beat the crap out of me, Leroy. She beat the crap out of me, and I've been wearing.
I understand that, Brust. I understand that, and I had a daughter too, but man, I had to be on top of it, Pampers and all, man, changing Pampers, dealing with getting up 3-4 o'clock in the morning and go to work the next day. I had to deal with all that, dude. You can handle it. Come on, family.
I love it,
Come
Leroy.
on, man.
That's the motivation I need from Leroy in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Because I'm opening myself up and being vulnerable. Telling Kyle in my toughest moment of being a
'Cause I think
parent,
you're
he's
exaggerating.
telling me that I'm treating my daughter like I treated my dog.
Well, you did say I did this for my dog and it worked, so I tried it for my daughter. So I'm just saying
It's a
that's
beautiful
what,
song.
That's what came out of your mouth. And then also when you sent us the photo after your beautiful daughter was born, you look like you just gave birth. I'm trying to figure out
it looked
why
rough.
you look like
Very
you just
rough.
went through 24 hours of labor. Your hair was all disheveled. You could barely smile. Like you was like, oh. I was
Yeah.
like,
You could see it in the eyes.
Yeah.
In the eyes, you could really
all
see
he
it.
did was clap and cheer the whole time and fall asleep and say, "Oh, you good? You good?"
I can't wait for the evolution of Kyle Brust and Nortman. As Brad says, God willing, and I'm putting God willing on Kyle too. I cannot wait until
I hope it works. I hope.
Yeah, and you will be eating all of your words.
Oh, I'm gonna be working hard. I'm telling you this right now. You was only going 5 days. You ain't gonna see me. Y'all gonna hear a baby in the background. I'm gonna be like Brad when the snowstorm. I'm gonna be right on
nope,
V-Mix.
I'm staying here.
Y'all gonna see me when y'all see me. I got a baby to take care of.
Wow. So working Kyle. Is it bad of me that we get 2 weeks and I took only 1 week and I'm back at work?
I'm happy you're back. I missed you.
Did
Yeah,
you?
it's good to have you back.
I can use them within the next 6 months. But I wanted to be back for the show. I wanted to be back with the
I
guys.
appreciate you. Like, congratulations. I'm so glad that you're back.
One last question I had was, how did the dogs respond? Right, because the dogs are an important part of the Brust household.
I mean, I've
Are they jealous?
already plotted the plan. I mean, Sit Mean Sit Dog Training is going to be getting a call because those idiots bark at everything. Now she's a champ when she's
Now they're
sleeping.
idiots. Oh wow.
The dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, complete idiots.
I think they want that attention.
They've already been demoted.
Yeah.
Yes, they've been demoted. They're not human. They're dogs. Like,
What was
a
it?
month
Benny the
ago,
dog?
it was like, yeah,
Bruce
Benny
the dog.
Brucey the dog.
Yeah,
right?
I love
Brucey.
Bruce.
You guys want to see my dog Brucey
For
doing
the
this?
for the
on
first
the
time in my
camera.
life, Bruce is replaceable.
Wow.
He is replaceable.
Right, the camera, right?
Yeah.
The football.
You guys
Look
wanna
at the
see
Furbo,
Brucey on the
whatever it
camera?
is.
Yeah, no. Now the Furbo is just to make sure that everything's going pretty good at the household right now. 800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-ESPN. I started sweating, and like I haven't this has been great. I haven't drank. I haven't really done anything bad, toxic for my body. But that's how shook I am from that experience that I have every pore in my head is opening up thinking about that moment. But it gets better, right? Because you guys know.
No.
You don't know. I know. That's
Yeah.
what my joke was. I was hoping for a little reassurance.
Yeah. No.
Dad
yeah,
jokes.
It'll work out.
We might need a dad joke drop, Chris Larson, if that's okay, because I'm probably going to make some really bad ones moving forward. moving on from me and the fact that I love being a dad. And
Yeah, I love that for you, man.
Yeah, I like
really
it too.
do. It's
Made for
wonderful.
it.
Just get baby's name right, all right?
I got you.
Kyle has some gripes with the Green Bay Packers, and that's what I came back to work for, to see the Packer backer mad in action. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. We'll be back.
Badger football fans.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I think my battery's dead.
With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone.
So what if I need a new one?
No problem. We have the right battery for your car, starting at only $89.99.
Get in zone.
And what about my old battery?
We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
4! I wish I was a better golfer.
4 is an odd word to yell.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
It's me, Flo, and I'm here to grant your wish of Progressive taking $50 off your deductibles. Just choose the Deductible Savings Bank feature and finish your policy period without filing a claim or having a driving violation.
Great, but what about my golf swing?
Oh, I just do insurance. Sorry.
Sign up for Progressive and opt into more savings. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
ESPN Madison is on Wisconsin sports. Catch up on anything you missed on the Varsity Podcast on Wisconsin On Demand. Brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, shop local, part of the Madison community since 1973.
You'll notice that some jewelry stores in the area are giving big, deep down discounts, as much as 60%. But you know what they're doing, don't you? They're just marking it up to mark it down. That's why for over 30 years, Chalmers Jewelers has offered you truth in pricing. You will always find great value on unique custom jewelry at Chalmers Jewelers. Truth in pricing is what it's always been.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Cozy up your home with fresh cabinets from SprayNet of Southern Wisconsin. SprayNet knows that the kitchen is the heart of your home. Let them help you fall in love with it again. Quicker and more affordable than replacing your cabinets, SprayNet can have your kitchen cabinets looking like the day you first saw them. Their exclusive painting technology and technique will have your kitchen transformed in less than a week. Schedule an appointment today with Dale, the owner of SprayNet of Southern Wisconsin. Go to spraynet.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilding for Associated Bank. Here in Wisconsin, we love our sports year-round, right down to the Packers games and the Lambeau snow. If you want to show your love for the green and gold every day, you got it with Associated Bank's exclusive Packers checking account. A one-of-a-kind debit card, a 10% discount at the Packers Pro Shop, plus everything you'll score as an Associated Bank customer. Best of all, you'll get a banking partner based right here in the Midwest. Visit AssociatedBank.com/Packers to get started today. You've got this with Associated Bank. Member FDIC.
If you want a fresh twist on surf and turf, look no further than North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Inspired by their time living in the Alaskan Gulf in southern Texas, owners Keith and Aaron brought together unique culinary backgrounds to create a truly authentic American restaurant here in Madison. After expanding to 2 more locations in DeForest and Verona, you can savor smoky, wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood from around the country. Explore their full menu and dining options at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business. With competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers. With positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Sweet, sweet, love you, love you, love you.
800-990-3776 is the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. I've been Brust, back with the guys, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer, longtime NFL punter Brad Nortman, Chris Larson running the show. You can get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. But let's welcome in Teddy in Glendale. Teddy, welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hello. Hey, how you guys doing? Big fan. Ben, congratulations on your bundle of joy.
Thank you very much.
I have 2 daughters and a third one on the way.
Congrats to you.
And
That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Power!
But word of advice, best thing you can do is I think just going outside and going out for long walks with a kiddo. Because I did that with both my daughters, and that fresh air did amazing work, and they slept perfect.
Even that early,
So-
the 1 week right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I definitely
Bundle
could
them
use
up.
some more air. I won't lie about that. I've been going stir crazy, but congratulations to you, and I'm welcoming all advice, so I will take that under consideration. 800-990-3776. Kyle Wallace, you got a smile on your face. Don't be a fraud now.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's who you were last time I was on the show. That's how I remember
Here
you.
we go. I thought you becoming Papa Brust would change you, but obviously it has not. The only thing that has changed is the fact that you no longer have to rub a belly. You get to hold a beautiful daughter in your hands. But obviously you have not matured or grown in the last 10 days.
Well, one thing that I do my best to still keep up on everything, but Mark Murphy, who I love Mark Murphy for the record, for the wrong reasons, I think I'd say. Mark Murphy loves to open his mouth at weird times, write emails from Murphy Takes 5, and I love it because it adds some fun to the insight of the Packers president who will be retiring next summer in 2025. So when it comes to Mark Murphy, he's replying to people who have applied to be the defensive coordinator. Obviously that they did not get the job. He has sent out some notes, and people have posted that on Twitter X. He responded to somebody who has emailed him 11 times, telling him that he's a horrible person. And it kind of feels like Mark Murphy is feeling on top of the world right now. And Kyle, how do you feel? Because you purchased stock, or as a shareholder.
Stop playing with me.
Own the team.
I'm an owner of the team. I almost brought my little ownership in, but it has my middle name on it, and I don't want y'all knowing my middle name.
Oh, come on.
I don't want y'all knowing my full government
Oh,
name.
we're going to figure that out.
Yes, we will.
Come on now. Why would
Can we
y'all
look
do
that up on the internet?
I would think it'd be a
Executive
part of
producer, can you please look up Kyle Wallace's middle name?
Why would we do that? Why would we do that?
What are you so afraid
I
of?
don't
It's
need
just
y'all
us.
knowing my full government name.
Why?
Because what happens is it gets around the place, and then people start calling you by your middle name around here. I like having some anonymity.
Anonymity.
Benjamin John Brust.
Bradley William Nortman.
And Kyle, we're going to find out
Kyle Wallace. Kyle Wallace.
No middle name.
No middle name. I didn't have one. But my whole thing is this, is that I love my Green Bay Packers, and I think that the future is extremely bright. But it's one thing for my Green Bay Packers to, be Packerish where they keep a lot of stuff close in. But then right now, to me, it just feels like Mark Murphy sitting here taking shots at fans because basically during those little Mark Takes 5.
Murphy Takes 5.
Murphy Takes 5.
He hasn't responded to any of my emails.
Yeah, he hasn't responded to your emails because most of the times they're probably trolling emails, just like the trolling email that he got from a fan who expressed their disappointment and dissatisfaction with the direction of the franchise under his tenure as CEO, which I think is okay to say because this team has only won one championship when he has been the CEO of the organization. But he said in the email, he told this person that kind of expressed their displeasure, "Thanks for sharing your opinion, Justin. I also appreciate the 11 other emails you recently sent with similar suggestions. I get your point, and you'll be pleased to know that I am required to retire in July 2025. And I really didn't like that response. And then last week during the press conference, kind of with, Brian Gutekunst, and he just seems like he's excited and very cocky. There just seems to be a little aura of cockiness coming out of my organization, and I understand they should be confident, but I like the organization that keeps their head down, keeps a lot of stuff tight, and focus on getting things done. I don't need the organization doing all the talking and doing all the front running. It just seems to me that the Green Bay Packers right now are kind of feeling ourselves as if we've already won something when we only won 9 games. I know we went to Dallas and we beat up on the Cowboys. I know we went toe-to-toe with San Francisco, but here's the thing. Nothing is guaranteed. And you know how I know that? Because I'm a Packers fan. I've seen Brett Favre, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He was the all-time passing touchdown leader in the NFL. He only made it to 2 Super Bowls as a Green Bay Packer player. And then I look at Aaron Rodgers, who is arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of his generation. 1 Super Bowl appearance with the Green Bay Packers. So I understand our future is extremely bright. I understand that Goody and Mark and Matt, they got it all right. But that does not mean championships are going to come. And it's just, I feel the vibe and the energy is coming from a place of very, very cocky. And that's what I'm not feeling it right now from the Green Bay Packers organization. We feel like front runners, even though we ain't won nothing.
I don't know. I actually like what I'm seeing and hearing. I like a little swagger for the Green Bay Packers. Shake up, the vanilla traditional type of approach and feel yourself a little bit. There are about 20 other NFL franchises that would love to have a reason to celebrate, a reason to be excited for the future, and to be able to say we won a playoff game, we over-delivered on our expectations, and yeah, we're excited for the future, and darn it, you should be too. So I actually like the fact that they're up there feeling themselves a little bit, got a lot of swagger, got a little bit of cockiness to them, because maybe it's the edge that the Packers need in order to get over the hump with this young team.
Yeah. I'm with Brad. I'm 110% with Brad.
I actually, yeah.
I kind of like that Mark Murphy, the guy who's been pretty outspoken, is kind of on the right side of history here, right? He called it Rodgers the complicated fella. He's made comments during the WIA State Girls Basketball Tournament. Like, he's kind of called his own shot, and if he wants to sort of dance over people that are mad at him and emailing him 11 times. He's the one who has employed Brian Gutekunst. He's the one who's employed Matt LaFleur. So in order for the organization to work, it starts at the top, as you say.
Look at my hands.
Look.
Look at my hands.
But if you do you believe in Jordan Love?
I do believe in
If you believe in Jordan Love, you should be okay with what Mark Murphy is.
My hands
They're not the same people.
My hands, I've been an owner since 2011. I look
Jordan
at the
Love
paper.
is not the same as Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers. This is his first year, and he did something that they couldn't do. He did something.
That.
So if you want to be pessimistic and fraudulent Packer backer, you can be. It sounds like Brad and I are giving Mark Murphy props for putting Goody in place to draft Jordan Love.
You're mislabeling me just because I don't feel like we need to flaunt or be all cocky because we made the playoffs this year doesn't mean I don't believe this team will be a championship organization. I think we should stick to our guns. I don't like the fact that Mark Murphy saw an email from that person 11 times, and not once did he respond until the 12th email, and it wasn't until after the season was over. If you had all that confidence and cockiness, when you 2-5, I want to see you respond. But now all of a sudden, because our future is bright, you want to start getting cocky?
Yeah.
He has all the reason.
Don't count the chickens before the egg hatches. What is it?
Don't count your chicken. What is
Don't
that?
count your chickens before they hatch.
Oh yeah.
I said it right.
Yeah, just not very confident.
But he's got like 16 months
That's
left.
what I'm saying. The guy's he's just old. He's just old.
Stop it.
Nice quote. He oversaw so much of good times of the Green Bay Packers, and you got a guy taking shots at him, personal shots at him. Why not respond?
Rightfully so. Right? Y'all think
no.
So wait a minute. Are we going to sit here and act like Mark Murphy's tenure as the president of the Green Bay Packers on the field? I'm not talking about Titletown and what everything that has been built up and established
that's a
there.
part of his job.
No, that's not the thing that's important to me. But the thing that's important to me is winning championships. And Mark Murphy, under his regime, this team has not successfully won enough championships. They've only been to 1 Super Bowl. So don't sit here and tell me that this is a successful tenure as a Green Bay Packers president.
800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. I see your calls, and we'll get to them next. Do you like the Green Bay Packers being cocky? Mark Murphy kind of flaunting his muscles that probably don't exist, but he's doing it with having Jordan Love on his squad. He's got a year left. Let him. That sounds horrible. He's got a year left of being the president. Let him live, Kyle. Let him live.
Not on my dime.
Let him cook, Kyle.
Yeah, let him cook.
Okay, y'all. You know what
Chef
that means?
Mark.
What does that mean?
Like let him cook.
I know what it means. But okay.
I know the let Russ cook. I know from that. Like let him do his thing. My buddy, my guy.
Let Mark Murphy cook.
Let him do his thing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He's got Jordan Love as the franchise guy under his tenure. You need to give him some respect. More next from KBN Nation.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like he's just, I'm Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Do you love winning? This February, head to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and fall head over heels with the Love It or Leave It $400,000 game show. Thursday nights, you could play the Love It or Leave It game show where you can love your prize or leave it for another. Play with your club card to earn drawing entries. Top prize is $10 grand in cash. It's time for Love It or Leave It. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at PaceBig.com. Must be 21 years old and a club member to play.
Zimbrick Chevrolet.
When was the last time you had your oil changed or your tires rotated? Do you need new tires, a battery, perhaps some windshield wipers? Zimbrick Chevrolet Service Center is equipped to help you with routine maintenance, major repairs, and everything in between. Get your free battery inspection coupon and schedule an appointment today at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Don't overpay. Shop Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie.
Main Street, Sun Prairie. Zimbrick Chevrolet.
The host might be irrelevant, but the conversations aren't.
You can walk away from this game feeling two ways, like two things can be true. But I'm still disappointed because this team had the game in their hands in the fourth quarter. I'm still sad about the loss.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe.
But you can also leave that game feeling like the future's really bright, like the future looks terrific.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone can call or text 988 or chat via 988wisconsin.org to get connected to a trained Lifeline counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you are concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Hey, it's Bobby Portis, and I love playing basketball in Milwaukee. When I drive down the lane, I move fast and make sudden moves to drive to the hoop and score. But when I'm behind the wheel in the driving lane, I control my drive. I don't speed or make sudden movements. Speeding and reckless driving are the leading causes of traffic injuries and deaths in Wisconsin. Do what I do. Control your drive. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Wisconsin DOT.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because our home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Baby Brust has made it into the world. Good to be back with Kyle. Good to be back with Brad. Are the Packers getting a little too cocky? Kyle thinks yes. And I'm okay with it. And so is Brad Nortman. You know why? Because at 2-5, They were probably all sitting there with tight sphincters. 800-990-3776. Ricardo in Canada. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hey, Ricardo.
Hey guys, congratulations, Ben, on the little one.
Appreciate it.
Always a bundle of joy to have a new one in the world. My biggest thing is Kyle, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you're starting to sound like one of those stuck up Wisconsin fans. Ask people to sit down on third downs. Like, let the fans be fans, man. If the team wants to go at him for emailing the guy 12 times, let it be, man. Like, first you didn't believe we could beat San Francisco because we're still too young and all this. Like, you got to be a fan, man. Just blindly follow the team no matter what. That's our president. That's our vet. If an idiot wants to email the guy 12 times, then the president's like, listen, bro, this is what I do, all right? We're winning. Leave me alone. Let him be. Let him fan. Have fun with it. Come on now. You're better than this.
I agree, Ricardo. It's been a weird turn of events since Kyle didn't believe that they could beat San Francisco.
I picked them to beat the 49ers. I picked them. I don't think either of you picked them.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Kyle.
Stop acting
People don't remember your pick, and that's what I was making fun of you for all week. Oh, wait till my pick on Friday. You're 3 hours on this show Monday through Friday, that entire week where, we're not going to win.
It was not that. It was we need to stop acting like
then why do people still call in and remember you as a non-Packer backer?
It was so shocking.
You want to know why?
It was, Brad.
This man, he painted me for, 15 hours for a whole week of me being a not Packer backer, of me being a fraud, when never once did I ever say this team would not win. I just said we need to calm down and slow down and be realistic and stop calling this the NFC Championship game.
But now you don't want to applaud Mark Murphy for doing a good job and getting Jordan Love in there.
Mark Murphy reminds me of Mike Vanderjagt.
How?
Because the dude,
good, Brad.
Because he might be the guy that's running his mouth, saying these different things. Like, I don't want you to do all that. I want you to focus on getting the job done behind.
You have turned into the fan who's telling people to sit down. on third down.
I used to be the cautious one on this show.
Mark Murphy. I don't want Mark Murphy to get too cocky. Y'all already talking about, he only has like a year and a half left. Let him have it. No, forget that. He is supposed to do a job. Okay, and his job is not to respond to some lunatic in his email.
I could make the argument this franchise is at its best when they're cocky. Think about like the late 90s and the early 20s. When this franchise is cocky and they're rolling, they're in competition for the Super Bowl every year.
Oh, really, Brad?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So all that led us to 3 Super Bowl appearances in 30-some years.
I'm just saying that when they were at their most.
What do you want, Kyle? Do you want to become president
of the Packers?
Yeah.
Y'all want me to be president of the Packers?
Why?
I'd be stepping on everybody. So Goody would have been fired a long time ago.
And then we wouldn't have Jordan Love.
No, we still have Jordan Love. Goody wouldn't be there.
So that's the thing. It's like
you would have won a damn championship. You would have won multiple
You're
championships.
being a bad couch GM right now.
No, I'm not.
I'm
being a championship GM. That's what I would have been. A championship. We would have listen. Aaron Rodgers may still be the quarterback. We may not like all his different thoughts and his feelings, but he also would have had rings on his fingers.
You would have won. You would have won a championship.
100%. We would have gone broke. I would have been asking for sell more stock, sell more shares.
That's not how the salary cap works. 800-990-3776. Diana in McGuanago, Kyle's #1 fan. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. It's got to be hard to be his #1 fan right now.
First of all, Ben, congratulations on your baby girl.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Question for you. You said you're I have a boy and a girl. Is she
cool?
Is she bottle feeding on formula or is she nursing?
This will not be discussed on the air, Diana. You can reach out to my personal email. Thank you very much for the call. I love you.
I was trying to help.
I know.
Was trying to help you.
Just that one's gonna be off the air. You can get my email. It's on the website. Thanks, Diana. Love you. Let's go to Chef Ed on Mark Murphy. Shift gears there.
My boy Benny back in the house.
What up, Chef?
Congratulations,
Ed.
Ben.
Thank you.
You're not tossing a baby in the air like a basketball, are you, my friend?
Not yet. Getting there.
Oh wow! And Kyle, I'm taking a shot in the dark here. To me, your middle name is Marcus. I'm going to know you as Kyle Marcus Wallace.
Sounds a little racist to me. You could have said Blaine. Could have said a lot of different names. Mark. It could have been Marcus. You sound like a Marcus to me. I'm just playing with you, Chef Ed. No, it's
Kyle James Wallace.
It could be Marcus. I like Marcus. I got a friend with the name similar to Marcus. I'll be Marcus.
And then guys, when it comes to Mark Murphy, I understand why he didn't answer all those emails. He's a busy man. He's got to get to Chippewa Falls. I mean, his biggest accomplishment is not on the field. It was getting the NFL draft in Green Bay. That's his major accomplishment.
Exactly. Well,
in
he
Green Bay.
He won. He did. He was the president when they won their Super Bowl in 2010, 2011.
Yes, 2007 is when he started.
Yeah, so I mean, he got us a ring.
He oversaw,
thank you, Chef Ed. Appreciate you.
He oversaw the Favre transition. Now he's overseeing the Rodgers transition. It's pretty impressive,
dude.
That plus the Titletown. And the draft.
Listen. I'm sick of this bar that y'all said. Listen, I don't care about Titletown. Okay, I don't make any money off Titletown. I don't get any happiness.
They make money off your ass buying stock.
I don't get any happiness from how many fans go there. I get happiness from seeing my team win championships. I don't get happiness from having Bears fans who suck sit here and make fun of me because of the fact that my team couldn't win a Super Bowl. I want Super Bowl rings, and that is exactly what you're judged on. And that's what the Packers said. That's what Goody said in the press conference. Listen, we're judged based off winning championships. That is the Green Bay Packers standard. And based off that standard, we have not been good enough. Mark Murphy has not been good enough. He did a great job, but he has not been good enough. And that's all I'm saying is that we need to focus on winning championships versus responding to lunatics in our email for our Take 5.
800-990-3776. Matt from Racine chimes in. Is Kyle's pessimistic? Wow, good to be back. Is Kyle's pessimistic view to an extent skewed because of Brady and the expectation of having a Hall of Fame QB means more Super Bowls and the fact that Brady made it look easy?
Are we happy with one Super Bowl? Is this what we're coming to?
Just don't compare it to an anomaly.
Okay,
Brady
give me two.
and Mahomes are anomalies.
Give me two. Why can't I be the anomaly? Huh? Maybe that's what I want to be.
Because that's not how the world
That's
works.
what I want. But
I want to be rich. I want to win the lottery. I want this. I want that.
If you have a great quarterback, you have more shots to try to get there. I'm just disappointed in the number of times. Russell Wilson has one or two. He's got one. He's got one. But he's been to more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers.
Forget Aaron Rodgers. This is about Jordan Love and what they're building, dude.
Forget Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was my man for 15, 16, 17 years.
He went to 5 NFC Championship games. He was 1-4. That era is over. You're letting your past with Aaron Rodgers affect how you should view Jordan Love and this team.
I don't want them to act like they stuff don't stink out of nowhere because it was real silent coming out of. I mean, Mark Murphy said one thing about moving on from Aaron Rodgers, but other than that, everybody was kind of on pins and needles, not knowing what the future held. Brian Gutekunst was just talking about, hey, we're going to take this a week at a time, and then all of a sudden, after the season's over, everybody talking about, oh yeah, we're the best, we're the greatest, we're this and that. Yes, I feel we are going to be great next year. I'm just saying I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves, thinking that our team has already won something when we legitimately won 9 games. We didn't even go to the NFC Championship game. We're not even the best team in the NFC North going into next season. Let's calm down and let's have the underdog mentality that we had this year and keep proving people wrong.
800-990-3776. We go to the official delusional fan to the south, my brother, Jonathan Brust.
Benjamin, you're talking about tight sphincters in your lead-in. I'll tell you who does not have a tight sphincter. It's your daughter, because I heard a story about you running down the stairs with a onesie with a blowout, and you put it in our brother's face.
What did you do?
Yeah, I mean, she had a blowout. It got onto the onesie, and I put it near my brother's face as a joke.
2 fingers. It's almost like fingernails. No, you know what? Be a man. Just embrace it. Anyways, Kyle, Brad, I'm sorry. I was wrong last week when I called in, and I took the under of diapers changed. All I've heard is Ben has been just a complete stand-up dad.
Okay.
And he is changing diapers like a champ.
Is he still taking naps during the day?
Impressive.
Is he still taking naps when he's supposed to be watching his daughter?
You know what, Kyle? It's really funny you would say that, because when we talked on Thursday last week, I called him twice, and then I was followed up with a text back saying, hey, JB, you called me, and I was taking a nap because the baby was sleeping. So I don't know how much he's doing, but it sounds like he's doing at least something.
That's Jonathan Brust.
JB has come around. He texted me before. He said, Ben was napping when I called him. He texted me and told me I called him twice and woke him up twice. He's definitely doing nothing.
He's annoying. Also, part of the reason why I wasn't picking up his calls is because he's annoying the heck out of me. He's trying to be the hero right now.
He's trying to be the guy that checks in all the time.
He's like, yep, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest uncle. You know, can't wait to meet her. Wanted to come to the hospital. Like, Jonathan, I love you. You're going to see the. Yes, he wanted to come to the hospital.
You would drive an hour and a half to come see your baby.
Yeah. And again, like it's wonderful. But thank goodness right now there was limitations on visitors because his ass wasn't making the cut. 800-990-3776.
So hurtful.
I see your calls. Kyle is a... I want to say Packer backer,
Don't say, I love my Packers.
No,
I love my Packers.
Your intentions are not in the right place.
No, my intentions is saying let's focus on winning championships and not responding to crazy people in our emails. Just delete.
Just
ignore
so
it.
you know, you sound like somebody that is emailing.
No, I don't sound. I don't. I literally am saying don't give any time to these lunatics. Please
Take
don't.
a deep breath. Mark Murphy has hired Goody, who has Jordan Love. He's got to let go of the past.
I mean, yeah, he's setting it all up for the future. I mean, what more do you want out of the guy? I mean, you know how hard it is to transition from one superstar to another and to stay relevant the whole way?
You guys are making me so upset.
That's
because
so hard.
You guys are acting like this team has won so many championships. You're talking like we want championships, but we don't win them. You guys are talking like we win them. Where's all this confidence coming from?
Well, I know dad bods are attractive, but I don't know if I'm ready for it yet, which is why I still love having the Princeton Club in New Berlin as my favorite spot to go. And in Madison, they have the 8 locations. It is always a great time to join the Princeton Club because when you're at the Princeton Club, you feel that sense of community. You feel the people around you getting better, and that motivates you to get better. And I tell you what, with free childcare with your membership, good luck finding somewhere that's going to have free childcare with the membership, open 24/7, having clean, I would say the cleanest health clubs hands down in Wisconsin. And then when you think about the equipment, the locker rooms, they're always upgrading their facilities so you feel like you're at the best place and you never have to look elsewhere. Join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. It's one of the best things that's been in my life over the last couple of years because I know I can invest in my health and find my better tomorrow. 800-990-3776. Kyle the Fraud is back. We continue
Don't do that.
We
Stop
continue
using
more
that
next.
word.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys. His name is Coach Bud.
If he replicates
Coach Booty,
what Coach Bud
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball team dropped their second Big Ten game in a row Sunday at the Kohl Center, falling to number 2 Purdue. Head coach Greg Gard after the loss.
Two really good teams that both did things well, both did things that we'll both have to get better at. But really, the effort and the grit and the defensive following the game plan for the most part, I thought was really good.
The Badgers look to snap the skid Wednesday as they head to Michigan. It's a 6 o'clock tip on the Big Ten Network.
Get 0% interest for up to 3 years, or get no money down, no interest, and no payments for up to 18 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust to tell you about one of my favorite teams in the area, Zimbrick European. For over 3 years, I've trusted them with my car buying process, and I'm never going anywhere else. From Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, their pre-owned and Sprinter vans, they have something for everyone. Don't drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary. I love the sexiest car on the lot that I found this time, a nice Zimbrick Mercedes. Find what you love. Test drive, and they will make leasing affordable. Zimbrick European.
What does it take to make a diamond? Extreme heat and pressure and about 1 billion years. But you can't wait that long. What do? You go to Goodman's Jewelers. I'm John Hayes from Goodman's Jewelers. There's a reason we are the Diamond Store of Madison. Since 1933, we provided outstanding service and selection to our customers. And that in turn has helped to establish countless great memories through the years. Goodman'sJewelers.com, located at 220 State Street. Truly a destination worth reaching.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Woo! I am thirsty today. Definitely going to need a cold one. There's the one.
This week, Ben's chatting with Leo from Abita Brewing. Leo's telling us all about the Abita Mardi Gras Bock and what makes it the go-to beer for Mardi Gras season.
So this year we're coming back with our Abita Mardi Gras Bock. It's a traditional German Bock beer. It's a dark beer, caramel in color, 6.5% ABV. It's a great beer to have, especially in the winters. Up there where you guys in Wisconsin, we come out with it once a year. We make a certain amount, and then when it's done, it's done. We've already got it shipped up to you guys, so we're waiting to get it out to the market as soon as we can, and it's a great beer to celebrate the Mardi Gras season.
Get stocked up now with the Abita Mardi Gras Bock. Find all of Abita's beers at your local retailer today, and as Ben always says, keep that fridge stocked. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We have an entitled Packer fan with us, Kyle Wallace. He wants a Super Bowl, and he wants it right now, no matter what. No responding to emails, Mark Murphy. All you should be doing is everything you're doing right now, which is setting the franchise up for success with Jordan Love.
You know, when Ben wasn't here, I could control my own narrative, but now I lose all control of the narrative.
You're talking right now.
No, I am.
Well, you just
right
wasted
now,
your time.
That's not what I.
You wasted your time right there playing victim.
He can respond to emails that actually push the Packers forward. This does nothing with pushing the Packers forward.
It actually makes the fans feel like they have a voice, which I appreciate here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. So we'll go to Rod and Sheboygan, 800-990-3776. Welcome into KBN.
Well, thank you. Kyle, I got a question for you. You said you didn't care about Titletown and all the stuff they're building around Lambeau, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in the scope of professional sports, how large of a market is Green Bay?
No, it's the smallest one.
There you go. So, do you think your Odell Beckhams and your Devontae Adams at the time, do you think they'd be really excited to play in a market like Green Bay?
Yeah, they were excited to play with Brett Favre back in the day. They're excited to play with winners. They don't care about all the stuff outside of there. People signed with the Packers because Reggie White came and other people came. People signed with the Packers because Brett Favre was there. People signed with the Packers because Aaron Rodgers was there. They don't care about what's going on in Titletown. They're not trying to party in Green Bay. They come to Milwaukee to kick it.
They should, and I'll tell you why. All of those high-class, high-profile players cost money. And with Green Bay being the smallest market in professional sports, they need more money. They're not a New York. They're not an L.A. They're not a Chicago. They're not a Florida. They're in that scope, they're nothing. So all of those things that Mark Murphy and the Packer organization is building around Lambeau is going to generate a ton of revenue.
Yeah, and
they're
Rod,
going to use that revenue to build a better team.
Thank you for the call. I think you're a little bit off on that one. Devontae, players don't care what Titletown is. The Packers are sitting on a pile of cash.
Yeah.
Everything in Titletown is for Rod, Kyle, Brad, Ben. It's for all of our experiences, and it's for the Packers to continue to rake in cash. It has nothing to do with building a better football team.
Yeah, and everybody has the same salary cap. They have the same money to spend. That's what makes the NFL parity so good, is because everyone has to spend a certain amount, and they can't spend more than the ceiling amount. So you don't really get any benefit from revenue like that. That just kind of goes to the owner. It doesn't help you build your roster.
I can tell you that 99% of players would rather live in Las Vegas than Green Bay.
Brad,
yes.
how do you feel about that?
It's true. It's true.
You're a former NFL guy.
There might be some that are like Midwest guys.
I said 1%.
It might be slightly more if you have like a family or something.
Great.
Really like
98% of players in the NFL want to
It's definitely more than 90.
And do you think Titletown would be an influence? No, I know. I'm saying, do you think Titletown would have any influence on an NFL player's decision to go?
No, half the players ain't been to nothing going. I don't know what's going outside there. They don't care.
Yeah, they're not going to Titletown.
When you guys, wait a minute.
Thank you. That's all I was looking for.
Brad, when you guys got in town, you got in town the night before, correct?
Yeah.
And so did you guys say, "Oh man, I can't wait to see Appleton or see what all this or what? Where'd you guys stay at?"
Yeah, we stayed in Appleton.
Oh, I can't wait to see what Appleton has to offer.
No, it's pretty limited. It's pretty limited.
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, now that we figured out what a salary cap is in Titletown, is Ashton Rotman, the executive producer of ESPN Wisconsin. And we're doing something. What's cooking with Ashton Rotman? Because we have a big game on Sunday.
Big game.
And our guy has got his Rots Hots hat on. He's gotten the most free ad promotion of any person ever that's been on these airwaves. Now, you are going to provide some recommendations to our great fans, listeners across ESPN Wisconsin, so they can make something easy for their Sunday.
The whole point of this is I wanted to help everyone. Everyone loves Super Bowl parties, except for this is a big game party, which is the great thing about it. It's not what you think it is. It's a big game. It's the biggest of games, all of the biggest games. And I wanted to get everyone to create something easy to bring to their parties, to have that if they're going to actually be hosting, which is the toughest part. If you're hosting, do you make a lot of stuff? Do you let everyone else bring it? So here's some easy options.
All right, so we're going to do one per day.
Yes.
At, I'd say, around 2:45, 3 o'clock every day. What do we have prepared today? Because it was hard to focus on that horrible caller because this smelled so good.
Oh, wow.
It smells so good.
What we have today, I didn't want to open up the chip bag because it was going to be super loud. I'm just going to do it now because it's
now
so
you're not
funny.
going to put your hands in the chips. You're going to
No. That's why
I'm going to put my hands in the chips.
Take it away from him.
Ben goes last. You guys can handle the chips.
I'm going to pour out the chips.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know where your hands come in. He's been changing
me.
diapers. I'm going to have baby
That's a great
feces
point.
in my food.
Great call by you. So this is queso fundido, basically, but I put a little spin on the name of KC Fundido. KC, Kansas City, they're playing in the game, so I want to change it up a little bit.
Very smart.
Anyone that knows queso fundido, you maybe have heard of it before. It is a cheese and chorizo-based dip. So the cheese I use is Chihuahua cheese. You can also use Oaxaca cheese. You can find it at most grocery stores. Chihuahua cheese you can find basically at every grocery store. And then you season it with some onions, some chorizo that you cook down almost to crisp, and then you bake it. And it's best served like warm, like as hot as you can get it.
Where can they find the recipe?
They can find the recipe right now at ESPN Milwaukee on Twitter. The recipe is up there. I'm going to have them up there every day right before the show goes on. And then at the end of the week, we'll compile it into like a little kind of slideshow book.
I'd also like to do a grading system.
I would love
Can you put together a scorecard?
Yes, please.
Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is this to make?
Oh, that's a great way to look at it. This is scale of 1 to 10. This is a 3.
Okay.
And the idea is to keep these
easy.
All of these Monday through Friday for all of KBN Nation, ESPN Wisconsin, is to give ideas that are not 6 or higher.
And the great thing about every idea that I'm going to come up with this week is going to be also vegetarian and vegan friendly. And now, meaning you can substitute.
Wait, this is vegan?
You can substitute.
Listen, chorizo is vegan.
Good gravy. What you can do is there is vegan soy chorizo, which I've cooked with before. It's great. There is all sorts of vegan cheese. So if you are a vegan or vegetarian, you're trying to stay away from meat, you're trying to stay away from cheese, or maybe you're lactose intolerant, I'm sorry for you that that's the case, but I want to make it inclusive. So that's something you can do is you can do this.
I am lactose.
Well, it doesn't matter for you.
It's damn good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
I mean,
really good.
It'd be better probably straight out of the oven like I made it.
I'm tough on a lot of people. Rots is good.
Thank you.
Your cookies that you owe me.
Yes, I do. And don't worry.
Are always good.
You'll be getting
this is, very, very good.
And this is, I put it, you can see the picture right now of the recipe card on ESPN Milwaukee. It's 4 ingredients, 5 ingredients, on the top of my head. Every one of these things this week, I want 10 ingredients or less. Yes, the 10 because of our guy, the future in Green Bay, of course. But because I think the less ingredients.
It starts with love.
Thank you, Chris. The less ingredients, the easier it is for everyone to make. This took me, including 10 minutes, 15 minutes of bake time. Took me 20 minutes, 25 minutes to make total.
Wow. I don't want to listen to Kyle chomp and talk anymore. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our 2-minute break. We'll be back very quickly. But, Kyle, you should show on the video cameras on YouTube at ESPN Madison, at ESPN Milwaukee, how great it looks and how to eat it properly with your chomps, okay?
I can do that.
Sounds good. Ashton Rotman, That is What's Cooking with Ashton. Check it out on YouTube, or check it out on Twitter, X, at ESPN Milwaukee. Easy recipes, delicious food. Also in this 2 minutes, I got to chow it down. More Kyle the Fraud next on KBN.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Colin Russo, and this is your Sports Center update. Brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania. One of the state's top recruits is featured in a Friday night showcase with Davion Hanna and the Nicolette Knights visiting Cedarburg. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison and Milwaukee YouTube channels. Well, the state of Wisconsin basketball continues to struggle as the Bucks, dropped their third of 4 games last night to the Utah Jazz on the road by a score of 123-108. The Bucks now set at 33-17 with only a half-game lead on the Cleveland Cavaliers for the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Well, the Bucks now 1-3 in the Doc Rivers era, look to bounce back as they continue their road trip as they take on the Phoenix Suns tomorrow night on TNT, tip-off 7 p.m. To the collegiate level we roll as the Wisconsin Badger basketball team, who placed at number 6 in the AP poll last week, followed that with 2 straight losses in Big Ten play as they suffered their second straight yesterday afternoon at home to the number 2 ranked Purdue Boilermakers. New AP poll is out, 16-6 Badgers, 11 overall. They go to Michigan this Wednesday. That tip-off's at 6 p.m. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's KBN coming back at you right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The food is too good that Chris Larson, our great producer, said, whenever you're ready. And I was like, I am mid-bite, and I don't want to, I want to savor this. So damn good. That's because Ashton Rotman, executive producer of ESPN Wisconsin, joined us with one of his easy recipes. Every day we're going to have a different recipe posted on Twitter for all of you to have easy appetizers that you can make, bring. If you're hosting, whatever. First one has chorizo and Chihuahua cheese and the sturdy chips. Good call, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, across the board, Ashton knocked out of the park. Sturdy chips help a lot.
3 out of 10 on the easy to hard make scale.
Yeah,
20
for sure.
minutes.
And you want sturdy chips for this because it's packing a lot of flavor, a lot of meat, a lot of action. You can't do this with a flimsy chip.
So unfortunately for me, sometimes chips cut the roof of my mouth, and that happened this time.
Cool. Sorry.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Take it up with Mark Murphy.
No, I will. Delicious, very delicious.
800-990-3776.
It actually brought us together.
76 again. 800-990-ESPN. David chimes in. Does Kyle realize the Vikings and Bills are 0-4 in Super Bowls? Every team tries to win every year, but only one does.
Oh my gosh! Here we go. I mean, here's the thing. Was I living in an imaginary world when we had Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback? Was Aaron Rodgers not special? Was he not?
So,
did the Bills have a
hang on. Why are you taking it out on Mark Murphy replying to people?
It's not even that. What I'm saying is this, though.
Connect the dots here.
No, what I'm saying is
you're all over.
What I'm saying is this. It seems to me that the Green Bay organization, after the season is over, and we had a tremendous season, we turned a lot of heads, we proved people that we found our franchise quarterback, we proved to people that Matt LaFleur can coach a team and coach a young team to be very, very successful. No doubt about that. But it just seems to me after the press conference, there seems to be a lot of confidence around this team. And to me, we have championship confidence when in reality we have not won a championship quite yet. And Mark Murphy sitting here taking time to respond to stuff. It's not just the fact that he responded to him, it's the way he responded to him. He sat there and he told them, well, I ignored your previous 11 emails, but now is, you'll be pleased to know. Why even give it that time and energy? That's all I'm saying. It just seems to be an aura around this organization of confidence that I love, but I don't like this snarkiness. I don't like this bite back. I don't like this, look, we proved everybody wrong. No. You know what's going to prove everybody wrong is when you win a championship. We have not gotten to the point that we want yet. And I feel like the way that Goody's moving, the way that Mark Murphy is moving, they're moving as if finding your franchise quarterback was the ultimate goal, when in reality, the ultimate goal is hoisting a Lombardi trophy. Well, that's my issue.
I think it gives the franchise a ton of hope. When you're a franchise that doesn't have a franchise quarterback, it is just a void of hope and optimism. It's harder to go to work when you don't have your franchise guy. You don't have a chance of winning. But don't you think that this team is better suited, better positioned, when they are cocky, when they are confident, when it's like, yeah, we're the Green Bay Packers, come and get us? I would say that's when they're best at roster building, when their expectations are highest, and when everyone rises to that standard.
But I want us to perform on the field to a level of winning championships. I am sick and tired of not winning a Super Bowl. I understand other teams, the Bills might be 0-4, the Vikings might be 0-1. I don't care what these other teams are. I didn't grow up as a Bills fan. I didn't grow up as a Vikings fan. I didn't grow up as a Packers fan pre-1990. So understanding this is what my reality is, you can't sit here and change my mind and tell me what we used to be or what other teams are. We are the Green Bay Packers, and we are that G. And what I expect from that G is I expect some type of Super Bowl championship run, which we have not made in the last 11 years, 13 years.
You sound ridiculous.
I don't say a little bit.
You sound absolutely ridiculous.
I don't say this about the Packers. I don't say this
they
about
went
the Brewers.
to 5 NFC championship games over the last 10 years.
And they went 1-4. That's not
I'm
winning
not saying
championships.
that's part of a Super Bowl run, though. If you get to the NFC championship game, you've shown that you are a team that's capable of winning the Super Bowl.
What does that mean to me?
It means you are a fan of a franchise that gives you a chance to have a heartbeat every season. You are lucky.
Yeah,
people would kill to be in your position. Yet you're an entitled. You are an entitled brat right now. You are an entitled brat.
I'm a fan that wants a ring.
They're a top 5 blessed franchise since 1990. Like top 5. I'm not sure you can argue against that.
And you sit here like you are like rooting for, I don't know, who's the worst team to have to root for the last 30 years in football.
No.
Yes, you're acting like you're a Bears fan now.
I'm acting like a Packers fan. Again, just getting there is not enough. We want
You're
our
a
team to
spoiled
finish.
brat.
We want our team to win a championship. I'm not a spoiled brat. I have expectations. We should not be okay
You
with
need
not winning
better
Super Bowl.
expectations.
This is called Title Town. We want to win championships. We have the most world championships out of any franchise, I believe, still, right, with 13?
Don't care about those.
What do you mean you don't care? That's the whole problem. You don't care about those. I do. You
weren't
obviously care
alive for those.
Okay, I was alive for 2 of them, and I want more. I do. I want more. As a Packers fan, we should want more.
I'm talking about the championships, not the Super Bowls.
The ones in the 50s.
Yeah, I wasn't even thought of. Heck, my parents weren't even alive for some of them. So I'm just saying. All I'm saying is y'all are setting the bar.
Don't use that as part of your argument.
The bar is being set entirely too low. A couple of weeks ago when we beat the Dallas Cowboys, everybody was talking about, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. We can beat the 49ers, okay? They were talking about the Super Bowl because that's the end goal. And all I'm saying is this, is that when we are sitting here saying it's okay to be all cocky and confident and responding to random people in emails and putting random people on blast when you are the president and CEO of one of the greatest franchises, organizations in all of sports.
It doesn't sound like they're pretty great to you.
He is great. He shouldn't be spending.
I'm not talking about Mark.
It
doesn't feel like Kyle thinks the Green Bay Packers are a great franchise.
The Green Bay Packers are a tremendous organization. I just wish we won more championships. As a fan, what do you think? What am I cheering for?
Of course,
I'm not cheering for wins, fellas. I'm not. I'm cheering for titles.
Turn your mic off and eat more of Ashton's great food.
Don't tell me that because you know I will.
Yeah, I know. And you stress eat when you talk about the Packers, so it's a perfect time to shut up.
Don't you think the great teams of the NFL have exactly what you're describing, though? They've got like an air of confidence and swagger, and that lends itself to more success.
No, they have the Packers. The Packers have. I don't want
the Patriots famously troll people.
Yeah, but they win. They won championship after championship after championship.
That is an anomaly.
It is an anomaly.
Like the San Francisco 49ers have a chance to win a Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
The San Francisco 49ers do. When's the last time they won their Super Bowl?
They have not won a Super Bowl since 19.
And they've been to 4 of the last 5 NFC Championship games.
I think that's right.
And again,
they're a
the
historic
Packers
franchise.
are in this realm, and
Do you
you're
think
sitting here
do
crying.
you think 49ers fans are satisfied and happy
No!
every year with Jed York?
No, but again, they are.
They're what? They're what? They're probably
Well,
in the same rut that I'm in. And if they lose on Sunday in the big game, they're going to be upset too.
And it's okay. You have a
No, it's not okay not to win titles. What are you talking about? Like, for real, what are you talking about?
You can't expect them to win every single
I don't
year.
want them to win every
The
single year,
Packers-
but hell, we ain't been to one since
Why are you living in the
2011.
past right now?
What do you mean? Because that's all I can go back to.
No,
and remember the last time that we got to celebrate. here.
What? See, this is why people were calling you a fraud when it came to.
I'm a fraud for wanting to
Relax.
win.
Relax. I'm talking about the San Francisco 49ers game. You
keeps using
didn't
that F
believe. You didn't believe that they were going to win that game until you gave your dumb.
That's not
pick.
true. I believe they were going to win that game. I just want everybody to calm down, thinking that was the NFC Championship game, overlooking an opponent. Just like I want Mark Murphy to calm down, overlooking the fact that we still have a lot of work to do. But we won 9
the team
games.
can only do so much. You can only do so much with roster building and coaches, and then there's a bunch of teams at the end that have a chance to win it, and just however it planned out, they just only won it once.
We should, Packer Nation and KBN Nation should be ashamed of the low expectations that you two are putting on our
Do you
organization.
think Mark Murphy and Brian Gutekunst are doing?
We want championships.
Shut your butt up. We've heard you enough.
I'll eat.
Do you think Mark Murphy and Brian Gutekunst are doing a good enough job because they're taking a victory lap and being too cocky? Do you agree with Kyle? He thinks they're being too cocky. Yes, I'm with Kyle. 27%. And 72.5% are with it. You know why? Wow. Because in Jordan Love's first year as the quarterback, in which Brian Gutekunst drafted, under Mark Murphy's regime, you can sit there and shake your head, but don't you turn your mic on. They have a guy that led the youngest roster in the NFL to the playoffs. They whooped on the Dallas Cowboys when the expectations were not for them to do so. They went toe-to-toe with the 49ers, and so I know nothing's guaranteed, but you're acting as if this franchise hasn't put themselves in a good place moving forward, and to use Favre and Rodgers is unfair to Jordan Love, and it's unfair to what the team accomplished this year.
What I'm saying is it sounds like a whole bunch of people are patting themselves on the back and are satisfied with finding a franchise quarterback, are satisfied with beating the Dallas Cowboys, are satisfied with a kicker missing a freaking field goal to put us up 7 points, and then all of a sudden we lose a football game. I'm just saying that it seems that a lot of people are very happy with the progress. I'm happy with the progress, but I don't feel like they're really focused on the end game. I want us to start gloating and being happy once we win the Super Bowl. I don't want to see Mark Murphy send no dang emails out to no trolls until after the email is saying, hey, you might have thought I sucked, but guess what? I just added another Lombardi trophy, not just another quarterback, not just a 9-win season, not just a win over the Cowboys. I want championships.
I actually miss when Diana from Iguanago called in and asked if my child was breastfeeding or taking formula.
That seems less painful.
Yes, than having to listen to Kyle set the worst expectations for himself.
Oh
ever.
my gosh!
They have to win the
It's
Super
so
Bowl. They have to
hard.
win the Super Bowl every year.
It's
Brad.
so unspeakably hard to replace a franchise quarterback. It's only happened twice now, 3 times, right? With Montana to Young, Favre to Rodgers, now Rodgers to Love. Every other time you got like a relevant, amazing Hall of Fame franchise quarterback. These franchises languish for a decade, and the Packers aren't doing that.
They should be excited about that. But Brad, when you signed with the Jaguars, what was your goal? You didn't just sign with them to get a check. You signed with them because what?
To win a Super Bowl.
Thank
But
you.
the reality is,
So as a fan, I can't
Let him speak, damn it. You are annoying.
Most players never even play a playoff game. I knew guys that played 10 years, 15 years, that never even played one playoff game. So everybody knows how hard it is, though. That's the goal. That's what you set out for. But everybody knows that's why it's so special. It's because it's so rare.
Okay. All right. So I should just
You strive for it.
I should just. So what
You
you're
should
saying
go
is,
into each season
okay,
calculating your expectations based off how your roster and your coaching staff looks.
So what you're saying is me wanting a Super Bowl title next year and cheering for my Packers to go to the Super Bowl is putting too much expectations on them.
Right now, yeah, you don't
So
know
at
what the roster's going to look
okay,
like.
so at
They
what-
have cap space.
Okay,
They have
that's
an
fine.
NFL draft
That's fine.
still.
Listen, so what you're saying? So at what point can Kyle Wallace sit here and be excited about his team hopefully winning a Super Bowl? Like at what point can I be like, man, I hope we win a Super Bowl this year and be
you
upset
can
if we don't?
hope, but don't Super Bowl expectations and like the Packers like cockiness and confidence go hand in hand?
No, they don't, because we have cockiness hasn't led to a title. I don't care what they do. I just want them to get to a championship, and I don't want them sitting here responding to people when we ain't won a championship. I just feel like this team is taking a victory lap when we ain't had no real victory.
Yeah. The only victory they've gotten recently is getting your money to be a fraudulent fan. But let's hear from Brad as he pours one out to Kyle's bad take about the Green Bay Packers when it comes to carbless.
Yeah, I mean, that is one thing. I will always cheers my carbless because I cheers to a good weekend this last weekend. I know I got after some carbless, and every time I open it up, take a drink, I think to myself, man, this is why I don't drink anything else. I only go to carbless. One, the first thing that hits me, it's the taste. Man, they got taste for everybody. I got after the classic cocktails this weekend. I had myself a Paloma, a Mojito. I had myself a strawberry margarita. I had quite a handful at the Nortman household this last weekend, but they were all so good. The flavor is off the charts. That's because it's real handcrafted vodka and tequila cocktails, so they do not skimp on the taste whatsoever. It tastes amazing every time, but doesn't just stop there. I never feel guilt when I drink my carbless. That's because it has 0 carbs, 0 sugar, no gluten, only 100 calories per can. It's unbelievable. Less carbonation, just a little bit of carbonation to make it feel refreshing, but not so much so where there's so much bloat. I don't feel bloat at all. I don't feel guilt at all. I just do nothing but sit back, relax, and enjoy my carbless. And I want you to understand why. I want you to have your carbless moment and understand why it's my go-to drink. So you should check out carbless just like me and understand why less is more and find them at retailers and online near you.
800-990-3776. Take your calls, we take your texts. Plus, it's time to cheers to and pour one out for anything that we saw from the weekend.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's
Quotes.
pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either
I'll give
crush
him
him
that.
or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Whoa.
That's what
Oh,
acting
man,
is.
why can't we come together?
Yeah,
right now?
you're very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. It's been over 4.5 years I've worked with Zimbrick European, and it's time for you to stop on by and check out all the inventory they have to offer. You can also go to ZimbrickEuropean.com for certified pre-owns, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, electric vehicles. They literally have it all for you. It's your one-stop shop. Don't forget about Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans as well. Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Check it out. You will enjoy it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Elle Duncan, host of the Elle Duncan Show. If you're looking for a podcast that gives you a little bit about a lot and a lot about nothing, you've come to the right place. There's pop culture, there's sports, really anything that we find particularly interesting that you're talking about on social media. And oh yeah, I do it with this guy named Gary Streisky, who's a homie.
Hey, Elle, what's going on? Thanks for the mention. Can I get on the graphic now?
No. Follow and listen to the Elle Duncan Show wherever you get your podcasts.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Dash the Dane. That's right, Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company has expanded their delivery offerings with DoorDash. New customers get $5 off your first order of $25 or more. And don't forget, Dash Pass subscribers always receive free delivery. Order delivery today at GreatDanePub.com or on the DoorDash app and get food delivered from the Great Dane closest to you. Downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, or East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's home for craft beer and pub food since 1994.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
It's official. 2023 was the biggest jackpot year on record at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Check out these totals. We had over 57,000 jackpots and more than $134 million in winnings. This shatters our previous record year, and we have no intention of stopping here. And with our 95% average payout, we continue to be the official home of the big win right here in Madison. Let's keep it going in 2024 with even more jackpots at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
The big game isn't until Sunday, but you do not have to wait to get into the game, a game of Underdog Fantasy. You can go right now to UnderdogFantasy.com or go to your app store on your phone and download the Underdog Fantasy app and have so much fun. Yesterday I had fun when I was able to play higher
This is
or lower.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Play higher or lower for Underdog Fantasy on Giannis, on Dame, on John Collins and Colin Sexton. It made the Bucks game so much more fun, even though the Bucks did lose. And you can have fun as well playing their pick'em game. It's where you pick between 2 to 5 players. You select higher or lower on player stats, and if your picks hit, you win up to 100 times your money in one night. And what I love about Underdog Fantasy is because it's so easy to sign up. Like I said before, their easy-to-use mobile app is so easy. You can just go to UnderdogFantasy.com, or you can download the app anytime you want, and you can use promo code KBN, and guess what? Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. Yes, if you use KBN promo code, you can get matched up to $100 for your first deposit. Matter of fact, my brother just signed up. He put in $100, and guess what? They gave him $100 right back. So we had $200 total for him to be able to play with. So make sure you download the Underdog Fantasy app. And then another great thing they let you do is they let you use the special pick of higher than 0.5 total yards to use on your first pick'em entry. Yes, 0.5 total yards. I'm telling y'all, it's so fun and it's so easy to play, and you can win so much money playing Underdog Fantasy. You must be 18 plus, present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Play Underdog Fantasy today.
The weekend is over, so let's pop some bottles. It's time for Cheers to and Pour One Out on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
It is Cheers to and Pour One Out. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust. Baby Brust, safely, healthy, delivered last Saturday. I was out all last week, but happy to be back with Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter. And I got to find a new name for Kyle. I don't know what it is yet. But let's start with you, Brad. What'd you see? What do you want to cheers to?
Yeah, I'm going to take my carbless and cheers. I'm going to cheers to college basketball, and here's why. I always go into a little bit of a depression, I'm not going to lie, when football season's over. And not like anything crazy, but just one of those things where I'm just bummed. When college football and NFL is over, we got Super Bowl Sunday, but that was the first weekend where I was like, there's no real NFL games on Sunday. I always just go into a bit of like a bummy, gloomy type feeling. But enter the door men's college basketball. You have 3 top 10 matchups, including Marquette and Wisconsin playing over the weekend. And it was a reminder, you know what? I'm going to be okay. The sports calendar goes on. I'm excited to dive into Bucks basketball and men's Wisconsin and Marquette basketball. So I was encouraged by the good matchups and the good college basketball over the weekend. Helped me get over my gloomy funk for the NFL not being on.
I'm glad you said that. I saw a video and it was like, for all you men out there who love football season, you need to start preparing your significant other for what's to come. Well, we got college basketball, then we got the Masters, then we got the NFL draft. Like the sports calendar doesn't stop.
And it felt good. So I cheers to that.
Yeah, I'm going to cheers to something else here. I'm going to kind of look outside the box. So Friday night, just sitting, hanging out. And all of a sudden, I watched something called The Greatest Night in Pop. You guys know what that is?
seen it on Netflix, maybe.
It is.
I have not.
I've just come across it.
It is a documentary about the greatest night in pop in the creation of the song "We Are the World." You all heard "We Are the World."
We are the world.
Heard it, sure.
We are the children.
And let me tell you, cheers to everybody involved in that, especially Lionel Richie and my boy Michael Jackson for bringing that together, and Quincy Jones for bringing that all together. Cheers to them for that great documentary, and cheers to that great song being out there. I highly recommend anybody who has time to take an hour and a half to watch the documentary because it was worth every second of my time. So cheers to great music, and cheers to the music industry having the greatest night in pop.
Cheers to women. My girlfriend gave birth last Saturday. That was one of the craziest things in the entire world. If I experienced what she experienced giving birth from, we got there at the hospital 6:30 a.m. on Friday. Delivery was at 2:39 on Saturday morning. I would have said, take me out. Put me to rest. Save the baby. Save the baby and take me out. It's unbelievable. She was a rock star, a warrior, a selfish cheers to. But cheers to my girlfriend. She is a champion, and I am nothing.
Man, those women are built different, man. Built different for what they can do in that type of situation.
The most accurate thing that's ever come out that man's mouth.
That's true. Well, without further ado, let me pour one out. You know, last week in Here Brad Out, I got after the Pro Bowl. I got after it. Just eliminate it, be done with it. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'll tune in for a minute and see how it is. Maybe I was wrong. Nope, I was right. Pour one out for the Pro Bowl. I am just disgusted by that. They call that NFL quality TV. The skills competition, the flag football game, it's pathetic. I'm sorry, it's pathetic. I couldn't watch it. This is a guy that loves watching football. Pour one out for the Pro Bowl. I couldn't be more right on it. It makes me cringe to watch the Pro Bowl.
Was there an analyst, Dan Orlowski, who participated in the throwing competition?
He did it afterwards,
and he scored higher than certain people, or what was
all of them?
All of them.
And he was a mid quarterback, if that.
Yeah, and he hasn't professionally thrown a football in years.
Can I give not a sizzling hot take, but I thoroughly enjoyed watching the Pro Bowl festivities.
Did?
Yes, I did.
No.
I was locked into flag football.
Oh, wow.
The precision passing, I don't know. It's just I love football, man. They do some stuff that I wish I could do. Obviously, it's fun. Sure, it's not a football game, but it's better than the actual bad Pro Bowl game where they didn't hit each other in, other than when Lawrence Taylor knocked the punter out?
Sean Taylor, yeah. I enjoyed watching the Pro Bowl game. Actual game, not
even when it was kind of soft?
When it was soft, I didn't really like the fact that they started to play at the end so they could win the money, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I like personalities, right? And so when you have these skills competitions, the flag football, helmets are off, I don't know, I felt more personality. I felt like I was getting to know the players more, and that's something that you lack in football, because a lot of the times it's the quarterbacks that you get to know, the star player, but they have helmets on, right? So the idea that they're out there, they're mic'd up, it was cool to see
the guys do that I want and play a real game.
It just doesn't feel like football to me. It just feels like a sideshow.
It's 7-on-7. It's skelly.
I like sideshows. Was that your pour one out?
No, my pour one out was pouring out to the Badgers. My goodness.
That's it?
Yeah, they lost against Nebraska, then they lost against Purdue. Pour one out.
That's a tough week.
It was all good just a week ago.
It's part of college basketball.
Yeah, okay.
Did you not see my tweet? I made everyone feel warm and fuzzy.
What was your tweet?
You can look it up. I'm not reading what you should have alerts on for my tweets.
Definitely not.
You should have alerts on for my
Definitely,
tweets.
definitely
I have them on for you and
Do
Kyle.
you really?
Yes.
So
if I see something,
I definitely don't. I have one, and that's for this show, KBN.
Yeah, you should have all of us. I'm insulted now. I'm undoing you guys.
Nobody
pour
asked you
it out to my co-host.
Nobody asked you to do us in the first place.
I don't want to do you.
You did the tweet thing.
What's the tweet thing?
Alerts.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you guys are putting out some good content out there. You know?
Follow me, ESPN Kyle W on X Twitter.
ESPN Kyle W. I'm going to pour one out to a conversation that happened earlier today. I still am in shock that I was asked what my baby was fed. Shout out to Diana McGuanago. I did provide her my email, formula or breast milk or breastfeeding. I will get back to you via email, Diana. So pour one out to no more breast milk talk on KBN.
We can do that only because it's too close to home, and I don't want you to think I'm insinuating anything. But what I've heard is very nutritious.
I was actually about to ask.
Very
This
nutritious.
is the last conversation on it. Did you taste it? Come on, did you taste it?
You got to. You got to make sure that it's good and good for your baby.
Yeah.
I know Jonathan Brust has. I have not yet.
Okay.
I definitely am.
You might as well take a little shot.
I definitely.
Hey.
You sound like we munching. Yum, 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 yum.
Hey, get one for the baby, one for me.
You got the left, I got the right.
All right, this segment's done. Jason Wilde joins us next, you freaks.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hey, Russell, this is Brad. Awesome. I had nothing before then. I had nothing before then.
Hey, Russell, this is Brad.
Hey, Russ, what up, Russ?
Awesome. And I'm going to read this word for word.
Yeah,
That's who I
all
am.
right, let's give him the floor. I'm
All
going
right.
to
Yeah, don't interrupt, dang it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and is expanding to Milwaukee. As a local company headquartered in Verona, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here. Join me and all the fans who enjoy playing Prize Picks, the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. Basketball season in full swing and the big game coming up in Vegas. Prize Picks now features combo projections that include players from different sports and leagues. And if you're worried about selecting a player that might miss some playing time with an injury, well, I've got good news. Prize Picks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. If your football or basketball selection gets hurt in the first half and doesn't return in the second, that player is rebooted in your selection. Prize Picks is so easy to play, which is what makes it great. Pick 2 to 6 players, and it takes less than 60 seconds to select an entry, even for old T. And Prize Picks now offers Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits into your account. Sign up today at prizepicks.com or on the Prize Picks app and use the promo code WI for an instant deposit match of up to $100. That's code WI. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
They say love is a universal language. Well, that's definitely true if you're talking about bacon. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? Forget the chocolates. Give the gift of bacon. It's everyone's love language. And you're going to love it that our bacon's on sale right now. With quick hot savings, we're taking bacon down to $2.49 a 12-ounce pack. Limit 2. Savings on bacon? Whoa, that's 2 love languages at once. And we're multilingual like that. Quick Trip. We're saving your bacon.
We tend not to think about right now But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. When you give to the V Foundation, 100% of your donation goes directly to game-changing cancer research. Victory over cancer is there for the taking. By you. Donate at V.org. Because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause these dancing feet don't cry to the rhythm.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. The music playing now means Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch, which you can hear 9 to noon across these various stations, joins us now. I'm Ben Brust. Kyle Wallace with me, alongside Brad Nortman. Jason, happy Monday.
Who is this and why are you yelling?
Chris might have my volume up a little too high.
That's a man with a baby. You know what daughters would do to you, don't you, Jason?
Or maybe the screaming has made my ears lose volume.
I was going to say, that was my guess. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're a little colicky too. All right. Great to have you back, Benny. How we doing?
The word colic has shook me. My girlfriend was sleeping when I had full duty, and it was wow. It makes me, I can't even speak when I think about that. Still a little shook, as you can see.
Well, it's only temporary. You'll survive it. Maddie was very, very, very colicky, and she's turned out to be a fantastic ballet dancer and straight A student and all those great things. But man, did she suck as a baby.
Jason Wilde joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Now, Jason, Mark Murphy's answering emails about someone who's emailed them 11 plus times and sending a note back to a random fan who I believe applied for the defensive coordinator position. Kyle Wallace is taking this as being too cocky. I actually think it's totally acceptable. And you know what? Mark Murphy, even though he spoke at the WIAA and called him a complicated fella, maybe got this thing right with Goody. Like, he kind of deserves this victory lap, doesn't he?
I think I subscribe to the Barry Sanders school. Let your play do the talking, hand the ball to the official after you score the touchdown, and don't get too big for your britches. That's always been my policy. Now, God created everyone differently, and I do think I said this to someone that I'm pretty close with in the organization. I said, God, he's a stand-up comedian trapped in the body of a soon-to-be 70-year-old team president. Like he really wants the joke, right? I mean, he craves that kind of attention or response, or he likes making people laugh, and who among us doesn't? But the crack about the Bears, he can do whatever he wants. He's the president. If I were the president, I would not make snarky remarks about opponents. I just wouldn't do it. I would think that I was too good for that kind of, as Tausch would call it, low-hanging fruit. So it's great. I'm glad you like it, Ben. But I think Kyle and I are on the same page, and my gut would tell me, unless I don't know him as well as I think, that Brad Nortman would be, don't trash talk, just show him how good you are and let that stand for itself. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, Jason, you're actually wrong on this one. I like the
you
fact.
Disappoint me.
Ben's gotten to him, Jason.
He said it first. He said it first, and I agreed with Brad.
I like the fact that the Packers are trying to conduct themselves with a little bit of swagger, a little bit of confidence. And I gotta say, the email that guy sent Mark Murphy was pretty scathing. He deserves an opportunity to be able to clap back if he wants to.
I didn't read the email. All I know is, again, that to make wisecracks about your division rivals, I personally wouldn't do it. I'm glad that there are Packers fans, just like the fans that I wouldn't sing "The Bears Still Suck," but plenty of Packers fans would. That's just not my thing. So I'm not going to lie though, I'm a little disappointed to hear that the kind of person that I thought you were, I thought you would say for sure, I let my punting do the talking. I didn't trash talk Tim Masthay, who's my all-time favorite punter, or any of these other guys. I just said, hey, what I put out there on the field is my resume.
Well, Jason,
and for you to be a trash talker, I'm a little disappointed.
Well, I'm not myself a trash talker. I would go out there, kind of punt and come back. But I'm the guy in the background when someone else is trash talking and be like, hey, you tell him. You get him over there. So that was my mentality on this one. You tell him.
And Jason, go ahead.
No, Kyle, you definitely go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say, in all honesty, I was speaking more about the guy who emailed him 11 times. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I did chuckle when I saw
you like the Bears guy, too. You like the defensive coordinator thing, too.
I chuckled about it. You know, I don't like the Bears. He's kind of playing to his audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, that one I chuckled about.
How is it any different that Rodgers says, I own you, I still own you, versus Murphy saying, I guess,
I didn't like that either.
Okay, that's fair. That's all I was checking.
And so my thing is,
consistent.
I just took issue with Mark Murphy responding to an actual fan when it comes to talking about you emailed me 11 times before, so here on the 12th I'm going to give you a response. I really didn't like that. But Jason, I know I've talked about this with you a couple times with expectations, but the guys have gotten on me today because of the fact that I basically said I didn't like Mark Murphy responding the way that he did to a fan who emailed him about, him not liking the job Mark Murphy has done. And they told me that I'm putting too much pressure on the Green Bay Packers and that I'm a spoiled brat as a fan because I feel like I wish the Packers won more and I feel like Mark Murphy has not done a great job because the team hasn't won enough championships. Can you tell me what these teams and what these players and what these fans want? We all want championships here, right?
Everyone wants championships.
So why am I just want to hear Jason. Jason, is it wrong for fans to want to win championships? They're not brats or entitled fans by wanting a title, are they?
No, I don't think so. And I've told this story before. And look, again, I don't have a great relationship with Mark Murphy. He certainly did not like it when I questioned his credentials to be changing the structure of the organization to the way it was when the organization was dysfunctional. He didn't like that at all. Looks like Matt LaFleur is a really good coach and looks like he picked the right GM. So I think he has every right to say, hey, I got it right. But it didn't mean in real time that it wasn't a valid question or criticism. But, this is, again, he has a history of maybe saying things that certainly Mark Murphy has a different attitude than Bob Harlan did, right? I mean, these are things Bob Harlan would have never written that, right? In a million years, that is not his type of thing. And I've told this story before that before the financial report comes out, we sit down with Murphy and a few other executives beforehand, and we get a bunch of questions that we throw at him. And, I did bring up several years ago now the idea that fans were growing frustrated with just how the price of tickets keep going up and up and up. And while there may be people that hold a ton of tickets that basically have them just to resell, that they're starting to price out your average fan who is just a dad with 4 tickets and wants to take his kids to games. And I said, I hear a lot of complaints on the radio show about this every year when you guys hike tickets. And his response, which was on the record, and I didn't publicize it at the time because I thought it would be a bad look for him, he said, well, that's what fans do. They complain. And I always thought that was an interesting little insight into kind of how he viewed the fan base and how some fans act. And so the fact that he would respond to that email doesn't surprise me. And quite frankly, I would say this. For a team, and this has been, you guys have heard me levy this criticism many times over the years, so this is nothing new. But for a team that loves to play the narrative of we're owned by the fans, we're community owned, we don't have a deep-pocketed billionaire owner, we're different than everybody else, I still don't believe that they take as good a care of their fans as they should. Now, there are plenty of fans that love the team and don't care, and they think it's fine how they're treated, and that they're entitled to that opinion. I personally believe that if you're going to have that as your narrative, that you owe them more than what they get right now, right? If you are willing to spend $200 and some on your stock to basically donate to support the team, there should be a separate. Yeah.
I'm a
What does
shareholder.
that ownership mean, though?
I'm a shareholder.
Yeah. What is that?
It doesn't mean anything.
I think they just hijacked that word.
I'll
and
send
said,
you
yeah,
a
that's what it
picture,
means.
Jason. It gives me a lot of pride. It's nice and it's framed and everything. I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, that's nice. Did you have to pay extra to have it framed, or did they do that for you?
It was a Christmas gift from my parents to get it framed. I paid for it.
That was nice of them. My point is that wouldn't it be nice if you donated that money for your son or for someone else to have stock? Wouldn't it be nice to have every year you have shareholders weekend where you get a 25% discount on all merchandise at the pro shop? Probably increase sales too, right? Like just as a thank you for the stuff that this is my pet peeve with the organization. People who work there have heard me say this before, so it's not breaking news, but I just think that you owe them more. And again, I am from the old school of Bob Harlan and how he ran the franchise. I like his way better. That's all. And so if you want to trash talk in your monthly column, go ahead. I'm not on board with it. That's all.
Jason Wilde, appreciate the time, and if you could think about me tonight, if there's some colicky action going on, I'd appreciate it.
I'm always thinking about what kind of action you got going on, Ben. By the way, since I spent my time on my soapbox there, just an FYI, Tom Clements will return as the quarterbacks coach next year, which is a little bit of news. I don't know. I think somebody else had that as well, but I found that out earlier today. So Tom Clements, who turns 71 in June, going to continue as a Packers assistant for another year, which I think is pretty cool and pretty good news for Jordan Love.
Sure is.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
You didn't say take care, be good, because you said something over him.
Or
what?
He's still mad at Mark Murphy.
That got in the way of the signature sign.
He got mad. He was going back.
He was not happy about that.
He was reflecting on the fact that him and Mark Murphy don't get along like that.
Join the party. Focus on Screaming Sicilian, folks. Don't focus on Mark Murphy right now. Focus on the mambo that we always talk about. And here's the thing. When it comes to Screaming Sicilian pizza, we know it's tasty, delicious, and the pizza that has the tons of toppings. But I always say, find your screaming pleasure in your local grocer's freezer. Well, I got something else to work in. Because we want to taste what all the screaming is about. And that's why I love Screaming Sicilian, because they're always giving you a reason to get their pizzas. The thin and crispies. You have the tavern styles. You have the I'm stuffed crust pizza. And then you have the OG screaming. So when you have the whole milk mozzarella cheese that's sourced here right in Wisconsin, when you have a facility that was opened up about 45 minutes from the Milwaukee area to create jobs in Wisconsin, it's a local company with fantastic, nationally recognized pizza. So again, it is the best thing in the world. It is so screaming good, and you have to find out what all the screaming is about. So check out Palermo's Pizza. Again, Boss Hog, it's been a lifesaver. They gifted a wonderful onesie to me that I've been able to put on my beautiful daughter. And, right now, I feel like when you eat pizza, it's okay to get sauce on it's a perfect onesie. It fits perfectly for the burping with the baby. But the Screaming Sicilian Pizza has honestly saved my life as running around being a new dad. It saved my life before. It's going to save my life even more. Palermo's Pizza is there for every single need in your life. Find your screaming pleasure in your local grocer's freezer and find and taste what all the screaming is about.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
The fact that I, within a month and a half, would have an opportunity to have Sierra thinking about me, oh, my goodness. I signed up to be with y'all, but I will happily be with Sierra.
All right, take it easy. Put it in the pants. Put it in the pants.
Stop it. Not that type of happy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Alex Strofe.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball team dropped their second Big Ten game in a row Sunday at the Kohl Center, falling to number 2 Purdue. Head coach Greg Gard after the loss.
Two really good teams that both did things well. Both did things that, we'll both have to get better at. But really, the effort and the grit and the defensive following the game plan for the most part, I thought was really good.
The Badgers look to snap the skid Wednesday as they head to Michigan. It's a 6 o'clock tip on the Big Ten Network.
Get 0% interest for up to 3 years, or get no money down, no interest, and no payments for up to 18 months at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Visit PellaWI.com.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Start the new year off right at Prairie Athletic Club. Hi, it's Sarah Tauscher, and my family loves the Pack. Get you and your family moving this winter with everything you'll need under one roof. Play on the basketball courts, the soccer field, or swim in their indoor pools. Try any of their group fitness classes, including CrossFit, Pilates, hot yoga, boot camp, and so much more. Come see for yourself why Prairie Athletic Club is voted the best place to work out and the best thing for kids to do year after year. Visit prairieathletic.com.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
They say love is a universal language. Well, that's definitely true if you're talking about bacon. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? Forget the chocolates. Give the gift of bacon. It's everyone's love language. And you're going to love it that our bacon's on sale right now. With quick hot savings, we're taking bacon down to $2.49 a 12-ounce pack. Limit 2. Savings on bacon? Whoa, that's 2 love languages at once. And we're multilingual like that. Quick Trip. We're saving your bacon.
Stoughton Health, in collaboration with patient and family advisors, seeks to advance the healthcare experience at Stoughton Health by providing a forum for past patients and families to provide feedback on a variety of healthcare and other related topics. Advisors offer constructive feedback on their personal journey at Stoughton Health, helping to elevate the patient experience and increase satisfaction. Interested? Please call Amy at 608-873-2308.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Wisconsin.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Very excited. I feel like a match made in heaven, if I'm not going to lie, boys. Partnering with Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. It's in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. And actually, my journey as an ESPN Wisconsin teammate started there. When I was doing my training for this company, I stayed there, I fell in love, and now I get the opportunity to tell all of KBN Nation about Potawatomi Casino Hotel, where there is a table waiting for you, 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines. They got bingo and the full-service sports betting, which almost won the Matt LaFleur Coach of the Year on. Wasn't even recognized as a candidate. I think that's garbage. But if you're ready to spark something new, make sure you check out Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Light up those senses. PaysBig.com. We're going to be there on Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, because we all know the big game's on Sunday. And I will be... That's my money going in the machine. Sports Bet City Central. Can't wait. Love Potawatomi. Lots of great times there from 2017 till the day today. First time talking about them and many